Scientists spent 12 years studying Kepler-22b. This planet may be a trap. When NASA announced its discovery in 2011, the whole world was cheering because it was too perfect. It was just the right distance from the star. And the right size. It may have liquid water. There was no such perfect coincidence in the universe. Astronomers felt more and more uneasy. The orbit, temperature, and size of Kepler-22b are precisely at the best value for human habitation. It's like walking into a strange room and find that the height of the chair, the size of the table. Scientists have not yet measured its true mass, whether it is a rocky planet or what's on its surface. It's like a gift box wrapped in fog. You can see the shape, but you don't know what's inside, heaven or hell. In 2019, Hubble Space Telescope data showed Kepler-22b was empty around it. All the sister planets that should exist were gone. It just hangs there alone. What secrets does it hide? In 2009, the Kepler Space Telescope was launched. Waiting for them to blink. What is blinking? When a planet passes in front of a star, the starlight will dim a little bit, only about 0.0%. It's like standing at one end of a football field, waiting for a fly to fly by and block the light. So Kepler stared at it for over 2 years. A star would dim once every 290 days, and the magnitude of each dimming is almost the same, although this planet was found. But what really gave scientists a chill was the calculation result. This number stunned everyone. Why? Because in the astronomical community, called the planet size gap. Simply put, in the universe, planets are either small, like Earth and Mars, or big like Jupiter and Saturn. But in the range of 1.5 to 2.5 times the size of Earth, planets suddenly disappear. The number of planets dropped sharply. Less than 3% fall into this range. It's like in a supermarket. There are only small and large clothes, but the middle-sized clothes are empty. On this size that shouldn't exist. Exactly in the middle of the forbidden zone. What's even more bizarre is that to simulate the process of planet formation, a habitable planet of this size, but they never succeeded. The planet either shrank into a rock ball or expand into a gaseous giant. But they couldn't produce a planet with parameters like Kepler-22b. It's like shaking a dice 100,000 times, but never rolled a 6. But someone tells you that there is a 6 point in the universe. It really exists. When astronomers measured its orbit, the entire laboratory fell into a deathly silence. It's almost a perfect circle. You know, nothing in the universe is perfect. Mars is even more obvious in gravitational chaos. In a universe where celestial bodies pull each other, perfect circular orbit. It's like seeing a straight and suspended feather. Theoretically, this planet could not exist at all, unless there is some force. It is constantly correcting its orbit. It's like an invisible hand, pushing it back to its predetermined position every moment. The next discoveries were even more incredible. Scientists found that it's incredibly clean. What should a normal star system look like? It should have 7 giant planets to escort it. Asteroid belts act as orbital rivers, comets, and various cosmic dust and debris. There is nothing. There is only one planet. The surrounding space is as clean as an industrial vacuum cleaner has cleaned. It doesn't look like a naturally evolved galaxy, but more like a newly decorated model room. So what is Kepler-22b? The first is a super-Earth. It's a large rock ball with a thick atmosphere outside. But there is a fatal problem. It will become a hell-like Venus. The surface temperature will soar to 400 degrees. It can't support its 24 times volume. It will collapse into a rock. Scientists have been frantically adjusting parameters. They found that only one extremely narrow parameter can stabilize the surface temperature at 22 degrees. The probability of this combination is less than 1 in 100,000. It's like throwing darts with your eyes closed and hit the bullseye every time. The second possibility is even more bizarre. Ocean planet. Imagine that the entire planet is completely covered by liquid water hundreds of kilometers deep, without an inch of land, nor any islands. But the problem is, without land, there is no plate movement. Without volcanoes, there is no mineral cycle. Without mineral circulation, life can never become more complex. It may just be a beautiful blue cemetery, a dead silence for 1 billion years. But if this is the case, why is its density just fit the model of the rock core and deep water layer? Why is the mass distribution so precise? So accurate that it looks like someone drew it with design software. The third hypothesis is that it is a mini Neptune. According to the theory of planet formation, can only form far away from the star, beyond the snow line, to absorb enough gas. The temperature is impossible to form a gas giant planet unless it was originally on the outskirts and was later dragged in by something. What force could have done that? Gravity slingshot? That would make the orbit extremely elliptical. Is it planetary migration? It's possible. Satellites are torn apart, and there are cosmic debris everywhere. He broke through 22b, as if nothing had ever happened. Proposed a terrifying possibility. It may not have migrated naturally, but was precisely moved to this position by someone. The craziest is the fourth theory. Rock core wrapped in a liquid water layer. This structure can exist in theory, but requires initial conditions accurate to 8 decimal places, nor less than 0.1%. The atmosphere pressure must be precisely matched. It's like asking you to drive on the highway, drive with your eyes closed, and drive 100 kilometers without deviation. It's almost the same as winning the jackpot 10 times in a row. But what keeps scientists awake at night? But when you list all the just right values, the suffocating accuracy, its volume is exactly 24 times that of Earth, or 2.5. The temperature is exactly 22 degrees Celsius, not 21, nor 23, and its orbital period is 290 days, which is 79.5% of a year. The stellar luminosity is exactly 97% of the Sun. The orbital distance is exactly 0.85 IUS. A coincidence of one parameter can be called luck. But all 7, 8, or 10 parameters are just right. All fall within the narrow range. Narrow range. Can this still be called a coincidence? A scientist once did a terrifying experiment. Randomly generate 10 million planets. But the result was, there was not even one. The computer ran for 3 months, but still couldn't generate a planet. A planet with such precise parameters. Either our physics is fundamentally wrong, or Kepler-22b is not a natural product at all. So is Kepler-22b really a planet that was created? If this is the case, the next question is even more terrifying. Who made it? And why? A bolder guess is that it is a lighthouse. Has placed countless such perfect planets, which are specifically used to test only a civilization with a certain level of technology. Can it discover its anomaly and realize that it is not a natural product? We'll begin to think about the meaning behind it. It's like an entrance examination on a cosmic scale, and we just understood a visual question. There is a more terrifying possibility. Kepler-22b is a trap. It's some kind of Venus flytrap in the universe. It uses perfect habitable conditions to attract young civilizations to explore. And then what will happen? We don't know. But one thing is clear. If a planet is perfect to the point of being unreal, then its purpose is by no means simple. Maybe it's to collect data, or to screen targets, or for some reason that we can't understand at all. And the more terrifying question is that, if Kepler-22b was man-made, what about the Earth? Our average temperature of 22 degrees. Our 365-day orbital period. We just happen to be in the fishing gear belt. We just happen to have a moon of the right size. We just have a magnetic field to protect the atmosphere. We just happen to have plate movement to cycle matter. Could it be too much that we just happen to have all these? When we gaze at Kepler-22b, is there something at some more distant place? Something is also staring at us. Why the more scientists study this planet, the more scared they feel? Because Kepler-22b is like a mirror. It not only shows us the mystery of the universe, but also makes us doubt our own reality. Maybe our understanding of planets is too narrow. Maybe there are evolution laws in the universe that we don't understand. But maybe some truths are much more complex than we imagine. The planet 600 light years away will never give us answers. But it has already asked a question. And this question is enough to keep humans awake for many years.